definitions of human factors. One of the definitions we use, I like to refer to it as the working definition, and that is when we refer to the things people do outside of the positive things, right? Such as putting their passwords, pasting it under their desk, using the same passwords, sharing their passwords when they're not supposed to. We say it's the human factor. But how many of you know that human factors is scientific, it's a discipline, and it is a profession? So when we look at all the engineering disciplines in cybersecurity, computer networking, software engineering, network engineering, information security engineering, and we have human factors engineering. It was born out of experimental psychology. And the reason it was born out of experimental psychology is because we were crashing planes. And so we say, we gotta find a way to find out how do we integrate the human into that cockpit? And then how do we design the cockpit around the human so that it makes sense? But human factors is really just a scientific discipline where we look to optimize human behavior in a particular sector. When COVID hit, a lot of us went home. But I had a lot of empathy for the people who were not at home. And so that was a very stressful time, right? All of a sudden we had to uproot people and send them home. Not only did we send people home, we sent children home from school. So some of you were a cybersecurity professional, you were mom, you were dad, you were the cafeteria worker, you were the PE coach, you were the bus driver, you were the doctor, you were everything else, right? And so the one thing we gotta take into account what was going on, your stress levels were going up. You had stressors in your life. Things were changing because your operational dynamics changed, right? But in cybersecurity, we do a very poor job of accounting for stressors in our lives. Our companies want us back at work. You just spent the 2 or 3 years designing your home life, and now they're saying, we want you to disrupt that, and we want you back in the office. See, there's no strategy for this. Most companies don't put a strategy together for this. Not only this, but there's a shortage of us in the field, right? And the bad guys get a vote. They get to play, and they play hard. And every day as a cybersecurity professional, when you go to work, there is a Thanksgiving dinner sitting on your desk, and it is huge. And every day you must digest that. It's called your work. Every day. It's not gonna change. There's a lot going on. How do we balance that? How do we implement programs to balance that?